Welcome back, everybody, to the Educational Numismatist. Today's video is going to be more of a public service announcement. For those of you that have followed me for any length of time, you know that I'm all about trying to provide enough knowledge for you all to be able to protect yourself from being taken advantage of. So today's stream is motivated by a personal experience I just experienced. We obviously have a nice little stream and channel going here. Part of what I need to do is have new coins to come in to demonstrate various different things. I had purchased a roll of what were advertised as 1884, no mint mark was advertised, but a roll of 1884 Morgan dollars in circulated condition. So it was a reasonable price. I purchased it. It showed up, and let me just give you the first indication that something was wrong. And again, this is because I have done this for a long time, and I know how legitimate coins are shipped. And ones that are highly suspect are shipped like this in 20 individual bags, described as collection souvenirs. Excuse me? What the hell is a collection souvenir? It's certainly not the Morgan dollars that I was looking for. So I then open up one of these things. And I open up all of these things. Now, what do you guys notice, if anything? First of all, what is all this crap around the edges of each coin? And I will tell you that it is able to be wiped off. But the one thing I want you to notice, you see this? You see this? You see this? You see this? You see that? You see that? Every single one of these 20 coins, or quote-unquote coins, is an 1884 CC. Okay, now, as you can see, this stuff is just put on artificially. The other thing is, when you have two coins, and these are both already circulated, so I don't have a problem doing it. But when you have two coins that you know are legit, okay, when they hit each other, they have a certain sound. I mean, you know, a silver coin just has a sound to it. I mean, even if you pull out a couple of circulated Washington quarters, for instance. If I can find another one. There we go. Okay, when I was younger and I would go through a pile of change, I would literally take out coins that I thought might be silver and do that. You hear that? I mean, there is just nothing quite like the sound of a silver coin. It has a distinct characteristic and a sound. So, when you've handled enough Morgan dollars like I have, you know when it feels right in your hand. The weight, the size, the heft, the way it looks. Now, I will give them credit. Those are extremely legitimate looking Morgan dollars, but they are not Morgan dollars. The other tell, like I say, was they did not sound like silver. They are a slightly different thickness. When I buy a roll of dollars, they usually come in a tube like this, and it fits exactly 20 silver dollars that are the right size, shape, and dimension. One of the reasons I think these people sent them like this in 20 individual envelopes. Oh, and by the way, they were also each in individual little plastic capsules as another dead giveaway. But if they had been legitimate coins, they would have shipped in a tube and they would have fit. These coins, you could only get 18, almost 19, but 18 and 3/4 coins fit in a standard 20 coin tube. So there was just, and then obviously you want to talk about too good to be true. Why didn't he advertise the mint mark? Well, because he knew if he was advertising a roll of 20 1884 Carson City Morgan dollars, there's no way they would have gone for the price that they did. So he took advantage of that, hoping that somebody would be naive enough not to realize that a coin that shows up in an envelope like that, called collection souvenirs, is not likely to be legitimate. When it comes in covered in some kind of a powderish, I don't even know what substance, but you can see right there that some of it has already begun to rub off. Now, why do they do that? To try to make the coin look more legitimate, to try to prevent and hide you from finding the signs and symptoms that this is not a legitimate coin. Now, I don't know if they cast these this way or if they artificially added the CC mint marks to all these. It doesn't matter. They're not legitimate coins. So the problem is, if you don't know that, and you don't have enough knowledge or ways to kind of gauge whether or not those are legitimate, you're going to fall victim to scams like that. Now, the good news is, obviously, that was done on another site, but it was able to be returned. They're being shipped back. I'm getting my refund. Everything is hunky-dory. But I'm using that as an example, once again, to help you guys understand that knowledge is king, okay? If you don't know what you're looking for, you might just think, wow, I hit the jackpot. I've got 20 1884 Carson City silver dollars. Well, 1884 CC is one of the more scarce mintages. There's only about 1.2 million coins minted in Carson City in 1884. If you have one of them in poor one condition, it's like over $100 coin. So there's no way you have 20 of them in that kind of condition, all identical, all covered with the same kind of bullshit. So, all right, enough of those. That one is being taken care of. So some time back, when this happened to me and I thought of doing the video, I remembered there was another incident similar to that took place on another website as well, where I had purchased 5 American Silver Eagles, or what they also call as ASEs. They're beautiful $1 silver coins, okay? And they kind of look like this. So at first glance, I was like, wow, wait a minute. They didn't tell me they were proof, because that beautiful mirrored, I mean, look at that. It just shines the light like that. I mean, that is what you call a beautiful, deep mirror proof-like surface. That is a proof coin right there. And I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. I didn't order a proof coin. And, okay, it just didn't quite feel right. But then I went to turn it over, and I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There is no American Eagle that does that. Okay? No American coin has them on the same plane. They are always on an opposite tack. Okay? The other thing is, if it was a legitimate proof coin, it would have a mint mark. Okay? And this one does not. Philadelphia did not mint proofs. Okay? And then once I had found all of these suspicious items, I brought out an original eagle that I had at the time. I don't have any currently, but, compared it. And of course, it was different. It sounded different. It looked a little bit different. But that is the number one key tell right there. I mean, on a legitimate American coin, you've got your obverse, and then you flip it, and there is your reverse. There is not a single coin that I am aware of in all of U.S. American coin history where you turn a coin like this and it's right side up. That does not happen. So when they ship out something like this and represent it as an American eagle, and you turn it over and you have to turn it over like that to keep it right side up, nah, that's not right. I'm here to tell you that is bullshit. So same thing. I was refunded on those. I was actually told to keep them. So I threw away 4 of them. I kept one just for an example purpose, just like this. So, all right, gang, that is the end of today's video. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. If this has been helpful to you, please do me a big solid and subscribe to the channel, like this video. It helps me more than you all realize. And I look forward to seeing you all on the next episode of The Educational Numismatist.